So I just cut the third tier. I have it to the side right here. And I cut the piece for the bow because I had a little bit more money. I went back to the store and I bought 2.5 more yards of the fabric. And as I specified in the last video, the last 3 tiers are just going to take up so much fabric. So I'm already pretty much done with that. I'll see if I can get one piece out of the 4th tier, but I doubt it. I might use this whole thing here for that long train thingy that runs from the back closure, like I was saying last time. But just for reference, let me tell you the size that I did for this. This is going to be 26 inches wide this way. And what did I measure this? And then 16.5 that way. So it's 26 by 16.5. And then with a leftover piece here, I'm just gonna cut like a long piece and then kind of just finish it on the sides. So that way, once you sew it all the way around, you know, flip it inside out, you just take the long piece that you're gonna cut out. Of course, like make it even. This is just like the random piece I'm gonna use. But then what you're gonna do is grab the middle and you're gonna cinch it, right? There's your bow, and then you're gonna put that strip around it. And that's gonna be your bow to hold in place here. So that's how I'm gonna do this. So let me continue. All right, so here's where I'm at. I have, I guess today, part of today. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 days left to finish this. I have to buy another thing of fabric because I put this against myself and I realized like I wanted to go for the 5 tiers like the actual dress, but that's actually gonna be like too long, like too formal. So I'm gonna stop at four tiers. You could be different. You know, that's it. I don't remember if I said this in the other video where I was cutting with the voiceover. I don't remember at this point because I'm half asleep. But I believe I did the first tier 6 inches and then 8 inches, 8 inches, 9 inches. Or it was also 8 inches. I'll let you know in a text across the screen in a moment. Let me just kind of go over also what I did. I did the split here. So in reality, how long is this? Let me see if I can do it one-handed. It's about 10 inches. How I split it, and see how it opens and it wants to do this, which is cool. But like I said, the actual dress, the hole in that one is just so massive. I really don't want to give a free show so much. So what I'm doing right now is I also have to go buy more liner, but I found some black liner in my tub the other day, my fabric bin. So I'm probably gonna try and finish the rest of the dress out without buying the matching navy lining that I've had. It's a little ghetto, it's a little tacky, but no one's gonna see it. It's my dress, and you know, whatever. I have to finish this thing here, and it doesn't bother me. It's still gonna be finished properly no matter what color lining I'm using. So, and then you can't even tell. It's black and navy blue. Like, you know, it's not really a big deal. So what I'm doing here is, right now I only have two tiers worth of lining inside. I need to get the third so that way I can start like folding this against the other side, like where the lining is, to like finish this hole off. Because I am gonna have to hand stitch it, so that way you don't see any top stitching like like up here, I hand stitched it. Also, I haven't tried it on yet because like I know it's gonna fit, and then I have the lace up. I still have to do the loops. I was gonna do them last night, but I ended up just getting stuck doing this, attaching the third tier, cutting out other things. I've been kind of fussing with the sleeve. I might have to take the one I did apart and resize it. I'm thinking it's just too big for my body. I might want to thin it out, but I'm not freaking out about it. Plus, I think I need to go a little bit thicker and stiffer on the interfacing so it doesn't want to slouch as much. So again, I'm not too worried about that. That's a quick fix. That's like an hour worth of correcting if I have to. And then, sorry, let me go back to what I was doing here. I'm going to try and do like stitch in the ditch, which is where you have a seam, you stitch within it. So that way there's no visible top stitching. So right now I'm just trying to attach the liner to the skirt, and I'm probably going to do like a cross. I don't think I'm going to, at this moment in time, I don't think I'm going to go the whole circumference around stitching in the ditch, but I'll just try and do like big crosses at the side seams. If it's acting weird, I may do, you know, like a stitch here or a stitch in here just to hide and attach the lining further. And again, just to reiterate, I will attach the lining a third time properly. I don't know if you can see it, but you know, like the right side is touching your skin so you don't feel the seams. And then when I attach the last tier, I'm going to attach the lining to that as one piece, and then I'm going to serge this with its liner so it can become one piece. So serge the liner with this after it's attached to the previous tier. So this part will kind of sort of be properly lined, attached in that sense. And then I'll do the one piece liner, main piece of fabric attached to here, serge it, sew the last piece with the liner onto it, and then on the other side butterfly it open and press, and then I can hem it. I was going to, let me come back over here to the side seam because this is where the split I was talking about in the last video. I was going to modify the last panel pattern, but since I'm not going to add the fifth layer, I'm thinking maybe just when I attach the last tier here and here, obviously I'm not going to join it here because there's that break, and then it has like the little end tails hanging. It's just like, if I think of it this way, like think of this as the fourth tier. If I just undid this seam and this whole section just kind of hung out, you know, maybe let's say from here to here, like these seams aren't joined, so they just kind of like dangle. I think I'm gonna do it that way, because since I don't know, I just feel like I'm already like I'm a bigger size. I'm like a size 10, and all these like big fluffy pieces are just gonna make me look bigger. So I'm kind of modifying the design now with that respect. I still want to keep the spirit of the design in this recreation, but now I'm just kind of tweaking it because I'm realizing, maybe, you know, I want to thin out the sleeve because that's just going to be too massive on me. I mean, it's massive on the model for Alexander McQueen, but it's also like, you know, her tube top is like so skinny because she's small chested and all that. And I need all, you know, I need to wear a bra with this and extra support and all that good stuff. So that's where I'm at right now with this dress. Okay, it is October the 2nd, the 3rd. What is this? Anyways, I'm up late. I think I'm gonna finish this dress. I was stressing I was very stressed out the other day. I was like, I'm not gonna make it. But you just push through. I ran out of, see, if I were to do this dress the right way, at least 3 months. And I think I've done this dress in less than a month. I don't know, I have to count the days on my videos that I've posted to help me with the timeline here. But it's been less than that. I ran out of money. So I have resorted to getting creative with light fabrics that are not lining fabrics. I was very fortunate. I had some very light, silky-ish fake satin in one of my bins. Except for my, and I'll show you right now, my last tier, which, as I stated in my other video, I ended up doing 4 tiers instead of 5 because the 4 is just like a good T length for me at my height. So I stopped right there, but I had to get creative. Yes, I mean, it's getting kind of messy down there, but it looks okay on the outside. Let me show you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, oh, and my light turned on. What is this? Okay, so right now I just have this pinned on because I took an Instagram picture. It's kind of a wonky mess, but this is the dress right now. Let me kind of spin it. Like, I'm going to show you the nightmare that is that's underneath this. Please, this is not my normal work. This is my personal shit when I'm under pressure and I've run out of time and money. So this is the red that I'm talking about. Luckily, I got smart and I was like, well, for the split that's right here, I'll do one side with the red and then this side's red. So it looks intentional. Now I'm just trying to hide the fact that I ran out of lining. Here, there was a weird twist. I know what went wrong, but I can't fix it because I don't have time to fix it. But here's that split that I was talking about. See, here's the original navy lining that I have, and then this, and then you can see where I have it. Remember I was telling you, like, the last bottom tier, I was just going to make that one on the liner as one and then sew it as one piece to the third tier. So that's what I did. Let me show you. So that's what I did. So I have to serge the other side here so I can butterfly it open. But I have run out of all kinds of passable liner fabrics. So on the back side, I have, oops, it's this one. On the back side, I need to put the last tier here. You see how it's missing? I'm just going to use the same. I have more of this. Whoop, my bow fell off. My bow fell off. Let me throw it here. I have more of this. So I'm just going to use it as a liner to add to the last tier, and then I'm going to sew the back shut. I put in my little corset pieces, or the loops. I can't wait to be done with this. But that's pretty much what I did. So recap, like, I had started the first 3 tiers properly wise as far as putting in the lining, and then the last one, like I just showed you, because I'm running out of time, so I'm just trying to, like, cut corners but not too obvious. Yeah. And then one more thing I'm going to make tomorrow. Tomorrow's like maybe the last day that I could really put in some good hours on this dress. Tomorrow I hope to finish that last tier that's missing here, close up the back, put in the zipper, which will end right about here. And then I also wanted to do like just a little modesty flap because I am gonna have to wear like a strapless bra. So I don't want like, just kind of like how you notice here on my mannequin, I don't want that showing. So I'll make a little modesty flap really, really quick. I did go to Joann's and I originally was gonna, to the sleeve, I was gonna like put on rose appliques because I've seen those in the past, but I went today and it was gonna, it would be stupid expensive because they're like $6 each, but none of them really matched with this fabric. So I'm just like, nah, I'll just leave it. And I redid the sleeve. I made it a little bit thinner because as I was saying in the previous one, it's like I just got to make some parts smaller on me just to balance my body size with the pieces, in my opinion. That's pretty much it. I will insert, so tomorrow is my last possible day, like I said, that I have like actual hours. So I'm gonna close up the back, add my last tier, put the zipper in, and then at that point I should be okay to go ahead. And I'm very tempted to already put on the bow because it's just like done, you know what I mean? But I can't put it on unless the whole dress is done. Like I'm trying to control my urges to do that, and then put the sleeve and the modesty flap. I hope to do all that. The day that I leave, which is Wednesday, if I wake up early enough, I might have 2 hours max, maybe to do some last finishing touches on this. But that's about it. I am down to the wire for reals. Stay tuned. We'll have a better final video once I can get this on me, because I refuse to try it on until it's like done. So yeah, thanks for watching. Catch me in a bit. Okay, here's my, I just need to put the sleeve thing on now. But pretty much this is my dress. This is the weird flap. Remember, it's like, I'm just gonna fold it down. If I see that it just wants to keep like flipping back up, I'm just gonna tack it down just to have it behave itself. I wish I had someone that could help me tie up the back because it is still just like, oh, I don't even know if you could see it, like partially loose. Like it's kind of loose, and it could get a little bit tighter, but this is why I'm saying making something for yourself is so much more challenging than doing it for other people, because I don't have a personal pinner for myself. But here's the cutout. See, I didn't want it to be so huge like in the actual dress, because then you're gonna be able to see like my undies and stuff, you know what I mean? But that's enough peekaboo action. And here's the bow. It's kind of heavy on the dress, so I opted to use a really thick needle with embroidery floss, and that's how I sewed it on to the hip side of the dress, just because I think regular all-purpose thread would have been too weak for something this heavy, so I used embroidery floss. It's still down, okay. I'm trying to avoid my filthy room, but I you know, I'm sorry. And here's that one thing here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you see it. You see what I mean? Yeah, the inside's a little messed up because I'm in a rush. As we have progressed through these videos, I've confessed that now I'm just in a rush. I hope to, at a later date, take apart the bottom of the dress, put in all matching lining, and just finish it properly, because I could wear this again like for New Year's Eve or something like that. But for now, it's functional, it works. It's ugly on the inside. I mean, it's not my best work, but I'm rushing it. I completely confess, just because I've been swamped with my other jobs. So I'm very happy with it, but I'm gonna go right now in a little bit. I'm gonna take a break because my brain is on fire from fussing with this thing. And then I'm gonna put the sleeve, and then we'll see how it looks. But I'm very happy with how it is right now. This fabric is a little bit heavier than I thought at first, because the first 3 layers, like it had a good volume, like a good flounce to it. But then when I added the 4th tier, it kind of weighed it down. So, I mean, obviously the Alexander McQueen stuff, it must be like some kind of special taffeta or silk taffeta or something like that that's lightweight, and it just helps be bouncy and have all this body. And this brocade is actually, I mean, it is heavy, but you know, it is what it is. We worked with what we got, so that's that. Okay.